call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. Looking for those open spaces, and the ball's free deep in his own territory. Grabbed by the kicking team.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Sperry. Here's a heat. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooners offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question, it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's...
Oh, he's got some space. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. The RPO fires complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Sooners send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give out of the gun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
That how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Punts it out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Sooners getting set on first and 10. They'll move the tight end. They'll try the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Pocket breaking down. Pick off, what a play to set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. They'll go with a direct snap. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Red pass, it's complete. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Down to the 18-yard line, it's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on second down. Safe completion on the screen. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. The Sooners are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. On second and goal, he gets another chance. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Great job by the back on the option. When you're handed a break with unbelievable unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw, it's Berry. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Fields. Finds some fresh air. Got the first down and more. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Direct snap. It's Fields. He'll take it himself. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Bringing it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. We'll send the tight end in motion. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cruz. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Cruz. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the catch. It's Cruz. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Defense might bring the house here. can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, it's a simple design there, guys. Just RPO. QB gets it out of his hands quickly, trying to attack the left side there in the flat. They're just not able to come up with it.
Now the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Got it in the middle. It's Cruz. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. It's now a one-point game, 14-13.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Got room to work. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Fields. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Looking for room. It's Fields. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw. It's Sperry. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it. Oh, the ball's out on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That returner literally is going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and found it.
Still on his feet at the 45. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Unloads quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Jones. Hey, he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Finds a man in the middle. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Back to pass, it's Sperry. Under fire. Trying to make, there he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Oh, it's a fumble.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
Drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wideout. They'll start this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Cruz. What a cut. Now he's loose. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. To the air on 1st down. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on 1st down from the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Now from inside the red zone. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The Sooners come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got the back over the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Got a man. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Second down, they'll go to the air. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Are forced to settle for 3. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Trying to do it on the ground. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, going for it and getting it on 4th down, close to midfield, I think just gave this offense a ton of momentum. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. Maybe take a shot and see if they can really seize and capitalize on all this good mojo now going their way.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got his man. Got room at the 35. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Davis. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
Wait, when you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human, very average. They got to do a better job of keeping him upright, protecting him, so he can have a better second half than he did first.
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, no!
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. West Virginia is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Oklahoma State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice.
Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. A little release to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Makes the catch at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Gets the back moving. Throws it back. Rushes on him. Turns it on in midfield. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. Grabbed in the middle. It's Davis. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Touchdown Seminoles! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They're going to ride this running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Snagged out of the air. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to sick. There he goes. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. to the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the ground, it's Fields. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
And the Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Leaves it with the running back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on! Touchdown, Florida State! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll run it. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7.
On that 2-point play, they went toss, trying to use his speed to the outside. Nice job blocking downfield for the conversion.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking downfield on first down. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quick completion on the out.
What a play by the defense. I'll tell you, every time that guy gets the ball in space, the entire stadium holds their breath because of his game-changing speed. That is an outstanding job of an open field tackle in a 2-minute situation.
They finally they get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Seminoles will punt this one away. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Yeah, at this point of the game, guys, fourth quarter, you're trailing. You know that they're going to be throwing the ball and trying to be aggressive and try to climb back into this one. Couldn't come up with it there on 2nd down. Let's see what happens on 3rd.
Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice. Just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I got it?
Lost one deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.